I have a wonderful, sweet practice for your upper body that's totally beginner friendly today. You may like to grab a couple of blocks and any padding for your sensitive knees. So go ahead and roll out your mat and I'll see you right there. So come and step towards the top edge of your mat. Plant the feet at hip width. Go ahead and take a deep inhale, exaggerate that arm opening. And then forward fold, soften through the knees. Softening the knees enough that you can bring your belly towards your thighs. You might like to hook thumbs into the elbow creases. Often referred to as ragdoll. Let's luxuriate in this moment to dangle, sway, and find ease through the shoulders, the neck, the lower back. You might like to take a couple of exhales out through the mouth. You can bend the knees as much as you need here. I'm choosing to take a couple of little sways and nods, the neck, the head. Lowering the right fingers towards the earth, keep the knees bent. Bring the left hand towards your left hip and then start to bend deeper through the right knee, and maybe there's room to straighten more through the left leg. As you inhale, perhaps turn the gaze up. And then as you exhale, soften down, let yourself dangle. Left hand to center, right hand to right hip, straighten out more through the right leg, deepen even more through the left leg. And it might be that you have both knees bent for this. If you can, you'll turn the gaze upwards. And then soften and bow. Take a halfway lift, fingers touch the shins. Step back to plank pose. You could already drop the knees or see if you can pause here. Stacking shoulders roughly on top of those wrists. Take one more breath. And then drop the knees and drop or melt through the hips. And then slow and controlled, bend the elbows to soften through the heart. Inhale through to cobra. And then exhale, soften the belly, the heart down. You might explore lifting a little bit higher with each inhalation. Like big waves through your spine, lifting as you inhale and exhaling to lower. So on the next inhale, push the hips back towards the heels, tuck the toes, lift the hips, meet in downward dog. Slowly start to walk your feet towards the top edge of the mat. Pause in forward fold. Let's sweep our arms up. Inhale. Connect thumbs to heart space. Exhale. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift the spine. And then step your left foot back. Drop the knee to the earth and just pause here, resting upon your thigh. You can let your head be heavy, relaxed. Let the hips melt with each breath. And so it might be that you've got a little extra padding underneath that back knee if you need it. You could always just double up the yoga mat there. Staying in our kneeling posture, start to bring the arms up and now lift up out of the hips as well. So we're not sinking super deep now. We have a little more connection of pulling to center with right heel and left knee. Feel into your stability of the legs, and then open the arms like big cactus plant. Stop signs maybe. Feel a broadening through the heart space. One more breath here. See if the elbows may peel back just a millimeter. And then bring your right arm underneath the left. Either take hold of your shoulders or take your double bind through to your eagle arms. You'll want to look just beyond the arms for stability. Maybe you're able to hold on to your thumb there in front of you and see if you can lift elbows and pull the thumbs away from your face. Pausing here. Last breath. We undo the bind, spread the arms, inhale. And then lower your left hand to the front edge of the mat. Right hand's going to lift up. Maybe you'll turn the gaze up. Tuck left toes and hover the left knee. Pause here in your twisted low lunge. Slowly lower the right hand behind you like a big semicircle, lowering the fingers all the way through and then continuing through that circular motion. You might keep your gaze to the fingertips as you circle 2 more times. Maybe you can move from your breath. So the breath is guiding the movement here. The next time that your hand lowers, reach the fingers as far forwards as you can. Maybe you'll tap the earth and it's like you're trying to snuggle your body to the inside of your right thigh, and then bring your left heel down. I'm going to invite you to walk your left foot a little closer in now. So I've just done a little heel and toe action with the left foot, and then press into your right leg. Start to straighten the right leg. Your right hand is going to take hold just underneath your right knee and then start to slowly peel open through the left arm. We head to Trikonasana, triangle pose. So left fingers reach upwards. Try to stack left hip on top of the right. Try to stack left shoulder on top of the right. So don't worry about being super low through the right hand, but if you have got a little more room, you could lower down the shin a little way. We'll take some circles through the left hand now. So let's go back first, reach the hand back, and then I invite you to exaggerate the movement so you can drop the left shoulder. Maybe you'll even sweep and tickle the earth with the fingertips. Feel into this opening and closing of the left shoulder and left hip. So you can tip the hip and the shoulder forwards as you tickle the earth with left fingers, and then see if you can pivot the pelvis, the shoulders to stack again as you lift upwards. Beautiful. So coming to pause with the hand in the sky, and then windmill the hand to the earth, step it up to the top of the mat, and just let yourself luxuriate in that forward fold. Head is dangling. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. And then as you bring the hands towards the earth, this time, step your right foot back, drop the knee. You could always double up the mat there. For now, we're just pausing, letting the hips drop downwards. Your belly might be upon your left thigh. And then we want to be quite active through the legs as we lift the heart. So there's this lifting up of the hips. There's a hugging into center line with left heel and the right knee. And then adding those stop signs with the hands, the arms. We're trying to avoid collapsing through the middle. So I'm not pushing my rib cage forwards. I'm trying to keep rib cage contained, long spine here. Maybe you can find another millimeter of pulling the elbows back, but not popping the ribs out. And then this time it'll be the left arm underneath the right for our bind. Remember, we could take hold of the elbows, take hold of the shoulders and lift the elbows. Maybe you're able to get towards the bind as we lift the elbows and pull the hands away from the face. You might need to look beyond the arms for stability here. Pausing in our eagle arms. Last breath. And then unravel those arms. Spread the arms out wide again. Inhale. Lowering the right hand to the top edge of the mat. Left hand rises. You might need to look down for stability as you tuck the back toes and hover the knee. You can, of course, do this with the back knee to the earth if you want to. So just pausing in our low lunge twist. And then we'll start by bringing the hand back first. So maybe you can keep your eyes towards the fingers and we're sweeping through circles, about 3 or 4 circles. See if you can stay with your breath and let the breath really lead the movement. I'll go for 1 more circle. And then the next time that your hand is low and reaching forwards, reach as far forwards as you can and attempt to snuggle your body to the inside of your left thigh. And then from here, we're going to swivel the right heel down, heel and toe that right foot in closer towards your left foot. Start to straighten through the right leg as you bring your, straighten through your left leg, the front leg, as you bring your left hand towards the left shin. I've just placed left hand underneath the knee. We're opening up to Trikonasana, so right hand lifts. Finding your triangle pose. Let's not think I must have my left hand as low to the ground as possible. Let's actually think about opening up through the heart and trying to stack that right shoulder on top of the left, this lifting upwards action right now. You might explore having the left hand a little bit lower. Okay, so we're going to take those circles, reaching back first. So the right hand reaches back, and then we can topple forwards through right hip and shoulder towards the earth as you tickle the earth, reaching through these circles. And remember that as you lift the arm up, you're then trying to stack shoulder and knee. So we really feel this opening and closing sensation of hip and knee. I think it's actually your hip and shoulder. Where is my brain at today? All right. So last time, just coming to pause, reaching the arm upwards. And then slowly bringing the hand towards the earth. Step it up, top of the mat, and let yourself dangle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and drop the knees to the earth and then swivel onto your hips and make your way onto your spine. Once you've landed onto your back, you might like to bring the arms a little away from the body, preparing Savasana, but we'll take a little twist here. I'm going for a bind, bringing right leg over the left. You don't have to bind the legs. Perhaps you're choosing just to gather both knees up and over towards the left side. If the bind is too much, release it. Maybe even stag the legs. You might explore widening the arms, and you might explore turning the head away from those knees. So don't worry if the knees are touching the ground or not. See if you can keep the right shoulder down towards the earth. And it might be that you'd even like to prop something underneath your knees. Last full breath here. And then we'll slowly pull our way back through center. And we'll shake it up at the second side. You might notice differences between the two sides. You might need to adjust for the two sides. And one more breath here. And we unravel to center. Whatever you might need in this moment before you settle in for Savasana, our deep, relaxing moment to just be.
Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon. Not only will this keep you up to date with my offerings, but will keep content like TULA Being free and accessible to all.